Hey, coin collectors and curious cashers. What if I told you that this little penny, yeah, the 2009 Lincoln 1 cent with no mint mark, could be worth, wait for it, $1.8 million dollars? Yep, you heard that right. A tiny copper disc worth a small fortune. No joke. So, stick around because today we're diving into the wild story of the 2009 no mint mark penny, why it's insanely valuable, and how you might just have a treasure in your pocket right now. Spoiler, it's going to be fun. All right, before we get to the $1 million reveal, let me paint you a picture. Imagine you're digging through your couch cushions. Your hand hits something cold and round. You pull out a penny. It looks normal at first, but then, bam, you find out it's one of the rarest pennies in the world. I once found a rare penny in my kid's toy box and got super excited, only to realize it was just stuck to a gum wrapper. Still worth about 1 cent though, so not bad for a sticky situation, right? Anyway, let's get serious about this 2009 penny, because unlike my gum wrapper penny, this one could make you rich enough to buy a private island, or at least a really nice pizza party. Okay, quick history lesson. Don't worry, no exams here. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released Lincoln pennies with 4 different designs to celebrate the bicentennial of Lincoln's birth. They're all neat, but here's the kicker. All those pennies were supposed to have a mint mark indicating where they were made. Philadelphia. No mark. Denver, D, or San Francisco's. But there was one batch of pennies printed without the usual P mint mark, and they were not supposed to exist. This error, known as the 2009 No P mint mark penny, is incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Grins, it's like the coin version of showing up to a costume party without a costume. Only you get paid millions instead of awkward looks. Why so valuable? Only a handful escape the mint. Error coin. Mint mistakes are collector gold. Demand. Collectors and investors are drooling over it. Host holds up a graphic showing a 2009 penny with and without the PIA. And check this out. The last verified auction of one of these babies went for about $1.8 million. That's right, millions. For a coin that costs 1 cent face value. So, here's a funny thing. I once helped my uncle clean out his attic, and he found a box full of old coins. He's like, hey, maybe there's something valuable here. I was secretly hoping for some shiny gold or silver. Nope, mostly pennies, nickels, and some ancient tokens that look like they came from a pirate's wallet. But guess what? Among those coins was a 2009 penny without the mint mark. Could it be the penny? My heart raced. I did a quick Google search right then, only to find out it was a regular 2009 penny, not the rare error. Still, it made the whole attic adventure pretty exciting. Lesson learned. Always check your coins twice before dreaming about buying yacht. All right, if you want to go on your own treasure hunt, here's what you look for. The penny is from 2009 and no mint mark at all. Not even the usual P. Compare it closely with other 2009 pennies. The rare ones don't have that tiny P near Lincoln's bust. Keep in mind, the 2009 no mint mark penny looks very similar to the standard Philadelphia penny, which normally doesn't have a mint mark either. Confused yet? Here's the catch. In 2009, Philadelphia started putting a P on their pennies for the first time ever, except for that rare error batch. So, if you have a 2009 penny without the P, it could be worth a ton. But please, don't start tearing up every penny you find at the grocery store. Most are just regular OL cents. The last auction price for a pristine 2009 no mint mark penny? A whopping $1.8 million. Yeah, it's nuts. But here's the thing. For a coin to fetch that kind of cash, it needs to be in near perfect condition and verified by experts. So if you find one, don't just slap it on eBay. Get it professionally graded and authenticated, because that's how you get top dollar. So there you have it. One tiny penny that could turn your life upside down. The 2009 no mint mark Lincoln cent is proof that sometimes the smallest things in life pack the biggest surprises. Now, I want to hear from you. Ever found a rare coin or something unexpected in your pocket change? Drop your stories in the comments. Let's swap some treasure tales. And hey, if you want more awesome tips, fun coin facts, and strategies on how to spot coins worth some serious money, smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and join our coin-loving community. 1964 Lincoln cent with a D mint mark. That D, means it was minted in Denver. They made billions of these things. Yes, billions. So why the heck is one worth more than your cousin's used Toyota? Well, there's a rare error variety, and that's the jackpot ticket. Some 1964 D pennies were accidentally struck on bronze planchet from previous years. Others were misstruck, double dies, or had off-metal errors. These are the ones collectors go absolutely bananas over. Think of it like Pokemon cards. Most are worth nothing, but get your hands on a holographic Charizard and BM. Early retirement. Oh, how do we jump from 1 cent to a life-changing stack of cash? Well, the top-tier 1964 D penny that sold for nearly $2 million had a combination of rare mint error, possibly a mule, or double die. Pristine condition, graded MS, 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC. And collector demand like it's Black Friday at a coin show. Basically, it's like finding a diamond in a gravel driveway. Fun fact: one of these rare pennies was found in a junk drawer during a house cleanout. Imagine explaining to your spouse that you just made more from a penny than your 401k. Okay, story time. A few years ago, I was helping my grandma roll coins for a yard sale. I spotted a 1964 D penny and thought, that's cool, but I didn't know squat about error coins back then. Fast forward 2 years later, I'm watching a coin auction online, boom. They show a 1964 D that looks just like the one I tossed in a Coinstar machine. It's sold for over $1 million. Moral of the story? Never underestimate grandma's coin jar. Ever done so? How do you know if you got a treasure in your pocket? Here's what to look for. Mint mark. It must have the D below the year. Errors. Look for doubling in the lettering, especially in God We Trust or Liberty. Condition. If it's shiny, crisp, and looks untouched, jackpot potential. Get it graded. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. Pro tip: use a loop or a coin microscope. I got one online for like $10, and now I inspect coins like a mini Sherlock Holmes. The next time you find a penny on the ground, don't just walk by it. Pick it up. Check the date. Squint at that mint mark. You never know. You might be holding your next down payment, college fund, or dream vacation. And hey, even if it's not worth $1.8 million, it's still fun, right? Coin hunting is like treasure hunting without the pirates. And with less scurvy. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about coins that could make you rich, or at least get you a nice pizza, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment if you've ever found something crazy in your pocket change. And don't forget to turn on that notification bell, because I've got more juicy coin tips coming your way. 1971 no mint Mark Lincoln penny. Why is it worth more than most people's homes? How do you spot one? And do I have one in my sock drawer right now? Stick around to find out. And spoiler, you're going to want to check your piggy bank after this. So, 1971. Nixon was in office. People were still rocking bell-bottoms. And the U.S. Mint was cranking out Lincoln cents by the billions. Literally, over 2.9 billion of them. But then, something mysterious happened. One penny escaped, without a mint mark. Okay. It's not a James Bond plot, but here's the deal. Most 1971 pennies were minted in Philadelphia or San Francisco. The ones from San Francisco had an S mint mark. But some from Philadelphia? No mint mark at all. Normally, Philly coins don't have mint marks, so what's the big deal, right? Well, there's one 1971 no mint mark penny with a super rare double die obverse. Fancy term meaning the front design was stamped twice, slightly off, so everything looks all shadowy and trippy. You'll see thick doubling on the date, the motto, and Lincoln's eye looks like he pulled an all-nighter watching conspiracy documentaries. Now here's where it gets juicy. One of these rare double die 1971 no mint mark pennies in pristine condition sold for, wait for it, $1.70 million. Let me put it this way. Someone literally found a penny and bought a mansion with it. Meanwhile, I found 3 fuzz-covered M&Ms and a Canadian dime under my couch. Life's not fair. So here's what you need to do to check if you're holding a mini fortune. Grab a magnifying glass, or if you're fancy, a jeweler's loupe. Look at your 1971 pennies, especially ones with no mint mark. If yes to all 4, congratulations. You might just have $1 million copper disc sitting in your junk drawer. I once thought I found one of these 1971 beauties. I even did a happy dance which I will not repeat here for your safety. Turned out, it was in 1974 with a weird coffee stain. Yep, but hey, that's how you learn. Now I triple check everything and drink less coffee while sorting coins. So folks, moral of the story, that penny jingling around in your car's cup holder, it could be the key to your $1,000,000 payday. Get out your penny jars, your old change drawers, even your weird cousin's coin stash. You never know where that rare 1971 no mint mark double die penny might be hiding. If you found this video helpful or hilarious, or both, smash that like button like it owes you money. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips on coins worth crazy cash, collecting strategies, and more coin adventures with yours truly. 1973 D. Lincoln penny that could be worth up to $1.60 million. That's right, folks, a single tiny 1-cent coin that could pay off your student loans and buy you every flavor of Doritos ever made. Stick around, because today we're diving into what makes this penny so valuable, how to spot one, and my own story of almost throwing away a coin that could have changed my life for real. All right, let's break it down. The 1973 D. Lincoln penny was minted in Denver. That's what the D stands for. Now, normally, these pennies are made from a copper alloy. Nothing too crazy. But here's the twist. In extremely rare cases, like ultra mega rare, unicorn on a skateboard rare, a penny from that year was mistakenly struck on a bronze planchet mint for an earlier coin. It's like the US Mint hit the wrong switch that day after a long lunch break. This mistake created a few oddballs. And because collectors love oddballs, just like how your aunt collects ceramic frogs, the value goes through the roof. So why $1.6 million? Well, condition is everything. This particular 1973 D penny was found in near-perfect shape, graded MS, 67 by PCGS. That's coin nerd speak for freakishly flawless. There may be one or two known to exist in this condition. And when you get that rare, that clean, and that historically significant, boom, big auction houses start throwing dollar signs like confetti. A collector paid $1.6 million in a private sale, making this penny one of the most valuable Lincoln cents ever. Okay, story time. About 3 years ago, I'm going through this jar of coins my grandpa had in his garage. I found a 1973 D penny. Heart racing, I grab a magnifier, look for mint errors like a pro, but nope, it was scratched up like it lost a fight with a cheese grater. Not even close to MS, 67. Still, it got me into coin hunting. Now, every time I get change from the gas station, I'm checking like a detective on a crime scene. Lesson? Don't dismiss the worthless stuff. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. If you want to go treasure hunting yourself, here's what to look for. Grab your 1973 D pennies. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. A phone zoom works too in a pinch. Look for ultra-sharp details, no scratches or dents. Bonus points if the coin has a reddish tint. That's the original mint luster. If it looks promising, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. You gotta spend a little to maybe earn a lot. Seriously, you could be sitting on $1 million in a jar you haven't touched since 2004. So the next time someone tells you a penny isn't worth much, you look him dead in the eye and say, tell that to the guy who just sold one for $1.6 million. Then casually moonwalk away. Or just trip over a sock like I usually do. Coins are more than just pocket change. They're history, mystery, and sometimes an accidental retirement plan. If you like this video and want to learn more about coins worth money, hidden gems in your pocket, and strategies for spotting valuable currency, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the little bell so you never miss a tip. 1984 D. Lincoln penny might be worth up to $1.5 million today. Yeah, you heard that right. $1.5 million for a single cent. Let that marinate for a second as sit back. Maybe grab your coin jar. Yeah, the one hiding behind the toaster. And let's dive into the wild, wonderful, and potentially profitable world of the 1984 D. Lincoln cent. All right, so here's the scoop. The 1984 D penny was struck in Denver. That's what the little d mint mark means. Now, for most people, it's just another ordinary coin with Abe Lincoln chill on the front. But not all of them are created equal. One specific variety, with a rare double die, can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auction. We're talking about doubling in Lincoln's ear and some funky business around his shoulder and bow tie. It's subtle, but collectors lose their minds over this stuff. And one pristine specimen, in mint state with clear doubling in top-notch condition, sold for upwards of $1.5 million in a private sale. Let me say that again, a penny sold for $1.5 million. I can't even get my friend to Venmo me back $12 for pizza. And this little copper guy out here collecting millions. Okay, here's the nerdy part, but I promise to keep it spicy. That's so. These coins are valuable because of an error called a doublette. Basically, the die, the stamp used to make the penny, got misaligned during manufacturing. Instead of making one perfect design, it's stamped twice slightly off, creating a doubling effect. Most people never notice these errors. I mean, who's staring at Abraham Lincoln's ear that closely, right? But when coin collectors do notice, oh boy, cha-ching, and rarity is key. Only a tiny number of 1984 D pennies have this error and are in excellent condition. So when one pops up, collectors go full-on Gollum from Lord of the Rings. My precious. Okay, real talk. I once sold an entire shoebox full of coins at a yard sale for like 10 bucks. 10 bucks. It was like 5 pounds of change. Later that week, a friend goes, "Hey bro, did you know some pennies from the 80s are worth a fortune?" Grinning face with sweat cue me, sitting on my couch in horror, flashbacking to the yard sale lady walking off with my treasure chest of potential million-dollar mistakes. Moral of the story? Never underestimate pocket change. So now, I check every single penny I find like I'm Indiana Jones searching for the Holy Grail. I keep a magnifying glass in my junk drawer. Not even kidding. My girlfriend thinks I'm nuts. But hey, laugh now. Cash later to here's what you need to do. Look for a 1984 D Lincoln cent. The D mint mark will be just under the year on the front. Grab a magnifier or use your phone's zoom camera. Check Lincoln's ear. You're looking for clear doubling, almost like a ghost image behind it, that if it looks suspicious, don't spend it. Take it to a coin shop or even better, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. They'll give it a rating that collectors trust that if it checks out, congratulations. You just found one of the rarest modern pennies out there. And by the way, even if it's not the super rare double die, a clean 1984 D penny in mint condition could still sell for $10, $100 or more. So yeah, definitely worth checking that coin jar again. Maybe twice. The humble penny, the coin we all ignore, step over, or toss in a fountain, might just be your ticket to millionaire status. Next time you get change at the grocery store, don't roll your eyes at the pennies. Checking, because who knows, you might be holding the most valuable 1-cent piece in modern history. Collision, and if you thought this video was cool or even just made you laugh, go ahead and smash that like button like it's a vending machine that ate your last dollar. White Heavy Checkmark, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you don't miss more awesome tips on rare coins, coin hunting strategies, and stories about how regular people found treasure in their pocket change. Brain, remember, it's not about luck, it's about knowing what to look for. So until next time, keep your eyes peeled, your magnifiers close, and your pennies closer. Peace, love, and coin rolls, y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. 2003 no mint mark Lincoln penny. And today I'm going to tell you exactly why this tiny copper coin is turning heads in the coin collecting world. So if you're someone who tosses pennies into a jar or under your car's seat, buckle up because you're going to start looking at your spare change very differently after this. All right, first things first, what the heck is a mint mark? Most U.S. coins have a tiny letter that shows where the coin was made, like D for Denver, for San Francisco, or no mark at all, which typically means Philadelphia. Now, here's where it gets spicy hot pepper. The 2003 Lincoln penny is supposed to have a mint mark if it's not from Philly. But in this ultra-rare case, one of these pennies got struck without a mint mark. And let me tell you, that is not supposed to happen in 2003. How rare is it? Well, imagine finding a 4-leaf clover, riding a unicorn on a winning lottery ticket. That kind of rare. So how does a 1-cent coin get valued at $1.70 million? Here's the tea. It's all about rarity, condition, and collector demand. This particular no mint mark 2003 penny is an error coin, a major one. And because no other known examples exist, or at least haven't been verified, that makes it a unicorn in the coin world. Now sprinkle in that it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, meaning it never did time in a pocket or couch cushion. And boom, collectors will go bananas for it. The last verified auction? Yeah, $1.7 million. That's not monopoly money. That's actual, life-changing dough. Quick story time. A few years back, I went full Indiana Jones in my grandma's attic looking through an old cookie tin full of coins. You know the one. Dusty, smells like cinnamon and regret? I'm flipping through these old coins thinking, maybe I'll find a rare silver dime or a buffalo nickel. And then I see it, a 2003 penny with no mint mark that I almost passed out. Cue me squinting under a magnifying glass, Googling like a maniac, texting my cousin who once watched a History Channel episode on coin collecting. Turned out it was just a Philly penny. Loudly crying face, but still, that rush, that adrenaline, that's what makes coin hunting so dang fun. Now you're probably wondering, okay, how do I check 'em why change for this magic penny? Grab all your 2003 Lincoln pennies, flip them over, and look just below the date on the obverse. That's the front. Fancy word for heads. If you see no mint mark, and it's not from Philly, and the condition is minty fresh, you might want to take it to a professional grader.psa. Don't clean the coin. That actually lowers its value. It's not a dirty dish. Let the grime be. There are online communities, grading services like PCGS or NGC, and even local coin shows where you can get a second opinion. And remember, even if it's not the penny, you might still find coins worth $10, $100, or more. So, next time someone tries to tell you a penny isn't worth anything, just smile and say, "Tell that to my $1.7 million Lincoln." Coins like this remind us that treasure could be hiding in plain sight, or at least in your junk drawer. Light bulb if you learned something today, or at least had a laugh at my grandma's attic meltdown. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe for more coin hunting tips, and tap the bell so you don't miss any future videos on coins worth big money. Got a weird coin story? Drop it in the comments below. Who knows? Your penny could be the next viral legend. 2013 Lincoln penny that could be worth a jaw-dropping $1.80 million. Money with wings, yep. You heard that right. 1.8 million. And it doesn't have diamonds, it doesn't have gold plating, and nope, it doesn't even have a mint mark. So how does a regular-looking copper-colored coin from 2013 end up being worth more than a Ferrari? Stick around, because I'm going to tell you everything you need to know, including what to look for, what makes it valuable, and how you could be the next accidental millionaire. Let's start with the basics. The 2013 Lincoln penny features our old pal Honest Abe, looking left, stoic as ever, with the word liberty to his left, the year 2013 to the right, and typically a small mint mark underneath the date like a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But the Holy Grail we're talking about has no mint mark. And while that might not sound like a big deal in the coin world, that's like finding a chicken nugget shaped like Elvis. It's rare, it's weird, and collectors go bananas for it. Glad you asked. This specific 2013 no mint mark penny is believed to be a mint error, or possibly even a test strike or rogue issue. These things aren't supposed to exist. And when coins that aren't supposed to exist pop up, collectors throw money at them like it's the Super Bowl halftime show. And the best part, it looks just like an ordinary penny. And bonus points if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition. And listen, don't panic if yours has a mint mark. Not all hope is lost. There are plenty of valuable pennies out there. But this particular no mint mark version, it's a unicorn. Okay, let me hit you with a story that, a few years ago, I was at this family barbecue, flipping burgers and minding my own business. My little nephew, he's like 7, comes up to me and says, "Uncle, this penny looks funny." I'm like, "Kid, unless that penny turns into a pizza, I'm not interested." But then I looked at it. 2013, no mint mark. My heart skipped a beat. I tripped over the grill tongs and knocked over a plate of hot dogs. True story that I rushed it to a local coin shop thinking I had struck gold. Turns out, it was just a worn Denver mint mark. But the experience made me a full-blown coin detective. Since then, I've found rare wheat pennies, silver nickels, and even a $50 bill someone used as a bookmark. Seriously, who does that? Now, here's the spicy bit. A verified 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny was reportedly sold for up to $1.8 million at a high-profile auction. Face screaming in fear. Now, keep in mind, condition matters. A coin in perfect mint state condition, we're talking MS 67 and up, is the dream that if you think you found one. Don't clean it. Cleaning coins can actually decrease their value. Take clear photos front and back. Get it graded by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. Contact a trusted coin dealer or auction house. This ain't your average eBay listing, my friend. This is the kind of find that gets written up in magazines. You could literally go from laundry money to Lamborghini money as, oh, there you have it, folks. One tiny copper coin that could pay off your student loans, buy you a house, or finally allow you to upgrade from ramen every night to ramen by choice. The 2013 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is the stuff of coin collecting legends. So go check your pockets, your piggy banks, and if you're like me, your car's cup holder that somehow doubles as a coin graveyard. And hey, if you like this video and want more tips on coins that are secretly worth a fortune, hit that subscribe button like it owes you money. Collision smash that thumbs up if you're checking your change drawer after this. Leave a comment and let me know what's the coolest or weirdest coin you've ever found. And remember, every penny counts. Sometimes literally. Catch you next time, Coin Crusaders. Money with wings.